Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Monster Train. This screen right here is haunting me, quite frankly. Let's do a new run. You know who we haven't been in a long time? Hellhorn. Let's do a Hellhorn with a little random ally. We got some Ascends, we got some Glimmer, we got some Impressives with no Imps. That's not something you love to see. That Impressive is not going to do too much for us. Apply Rooted to enemy units when they enter the room before the pyre, or consumes. Only have a 50% chance to consume. I think you go for the pyre. Daze on that one. On Slay, get +10, or on Slay, get armor 10. On Revenge, gain rage 1. So you're like, we want you to be up at the front, take a hit, and then get a kill. That's kind of hard, but you know what? There's a lot of armor synergies. Let's try this. I don't think I've ever rolled with this. So we do want you to take the hits, which means we kind of want disposable units in front of you, I think. And the rage is going to be very helpful, especially like if we can get the rage not to decay. I'd be so stoked. So you guys are rooted. You're not going anywhere, which is lovely. You are going to attack, though. So I'm like, you know what? let me work. Oh, you're... Oh, that's just because of our active effect. That makes perfect sense. So I want you to get hit. I want you to get hit once, which is exactly what's happening here. I don't really want to summon you just to die, but I can't fit you one floor up. So let's at least hit you with one of those. Ah! Okay, so... That's a huge help. Alright, those glimmers couldn't have come at a better time. God, this is trash. So we haven't really built anything impressive so far, but it's very early. Okay, so we like it this way. I'm just trying to think about how we want to do this. I mean, we might as well just glimmer you. I don't know what the heck we're going to ascend, but it doesn't really matter. Let's wait it out for a turn. I don't know how our champion is going to accomplish anything at all, but we can at least do that. That's what I was fishing for a while now, and we'll hit you for 2. Let's see how this goes. You're dying? I am stunned. Quite frankly, I am stunned. I feel like our champion should be garbage and actually sustaining in those relentless fights, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you, we need imps. Imps belong on this run. We already have our ascend. And if you'll excuse me, I think, Tomo, you want to leave, buddy? You want to go? I opened the door for him, but he walked into it and closed it like a fool. I honestly think this might be our sharpen play, because it'll fit really nicely on our champion, but it is a little dangerous. And we need a unit. 100%. I really feel like the Animus is still your play. We don't have a tank to back them up. We're looking for multi-strike. I gotta be honest, I think an Endless Imp is really good here. Oh, you getting like Rage 7. Kid just rages for a while. I kind of like this. Well, multi-strike would be so good, but you know what? Let's buff you early. We were not crushing it on that last fight. I'll level with you. I didn't really mean to reroll. You coming out with Rage 7 is kind of hilarious. But you know what? What if we made a good Train Steward? You come out as like a 19-8. Maybe we could buff one Train Steward and keep it in our deck. Just a thought. Enemy units enter with armor 10. You have haste. I think we have enough AoE to counter haste, but it's spicy. Donkey. You know what? I don't think we do. So here's what we're gonna do. Prince up at the top. Animus one behind. And a quick glimmer here to at least do some damage. Oh, we should have torched as well, yeah. You're right, you're right. And then we can at least make our last stand up at the top. So you will get a Slay trigger here. Which is fantastic news. And this is exactly what we wanted, actually. We wanted you up at the front here. And then for you to die, we'll still get revenge triggers. But you're at least giving us big damage bonuses. And all of a sudden, who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? That's right, nobody. I have no idea if our second floor will ever come into play, but you're not dying. That's unbelievable news. Alright, so you guys summoned. That's good stuff. Do we really want to do 50 damage to the front enemy unit? Is that enough? I'm just worried about how much... I mean, you would only take one extra hit as a result. Surely this has got to be your play. Then you get regen. It's a bit funky. This is good work. You're gonna make it up a floor, though. So I think this is now Train Steward. This is our good Train Steward, and then Ascend. We should have Ascended him to get the Rage pickup first, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get down to business here. You're dying! Are you kidding me, dude? That's hilarious. Alright. No, we shouldn't have Ascended him first, because we wouldn't have had the capacity to play the Imp up there. Alright, that went surprisingly well. I'm not fully convinced we need an extra Imp. With one being endless already. I actually like piercing to get around shields. And I actually think Vine Grasp is really important. The reason I think it's really important is quite simply, we want our champion to get Slay triggers, but he doesn't really get Slay triggers if there's tanky units at the front. So to move a support unit to the front and then have our champion killed does way more for us. So Deranged Brute, definitely you look at this with maybe the Imp and you say we got some positive stuff there. Let's give it a try because we've never done it before, and it seems to kind of synergize with what we got going on as of right now. I do look at this as a potential second super Imp. And I think that this is going to be modestly controversial because the Imp is not winning us games. But it's basically one damage shield. Oh, you're the super oh no, you're not the super duplicator. Purge a card, gain a card. I'm going to tell you straight up, I actually think that Impressive is still not very good for us. Maybe I'm dumb. We're going to Purge a Torch. We want Hellhorn or a Woe? I think we want Hellhorn for more Rage synergy. What can I say? Some kind of mad genius. Alright, so that felt pretty good. That felt like we did a smart thing there. We are going to draw too many Imps. Some of my colleagues draw too many Imps. Oh my god. But that's me. And I'm okay with drawing too many Imps. I think I accept it as part and parcel of the way we're trying to roll the game. So here's how I would think about this right off the bat. It would look a little bit like this, okay? You go Hornbreaker Prince. You go Deranged Brute at the back. Then you put the Imp up at the front. All of a sudden, we're doing so much damage your freaking head will explode. Now we actually... you're not getting a kill. Oh, that's our problem. You're not getting a kill. But we can't change that. If we can't change that, we still want you to get a Rage trigger. So I actually think we kill the healer, which seems stupid. But the Rage trigger is worth an awful lot on our champion. But we do need our champion to live. So let's figure out how we're going to do that. Certainly you getting yeeted is important. Then we need you up at the front. How are you getting killed? The explosion... You don't explode twice. How are you dying? Am I losing my mind? You're going to explode and deal 10 damage. Okay. To you. And then you're going to hit me for 3. Am I losing it? I'm missing something here. If you're only hidden for 3, are you gonna die to something else first? You have multi-strike? What are you dying to, dude? I don't know the answer to this question. Well, I think we definitely do want to play you. And I'm like, do you think this would pierce the damage shield? It did. So we lived, and I'm probably dumb for not recognizing what the problem was, but that's okay. Did you get your armor trigger? No, but you're gonna on this turn. Okay, now we're talking. I think you're still gonna get it, even if we do this. Oh, absolutely. We really got very little to worry about here. So I like the heal. Might as well just put a train steward down. And we really want the train steward to tank a hit for our quick unit. Alright, so you're now looking... You're a 47-31. Oh, baby. No, you're a 47... I'm like, are you multi-strike? I can... No, no, no. I have no idea what's happening. That's okay. Like, it's not a bad thing, necessarily. The rage is getting out of control. I've never had a run like this before. I'm a big fan. Don't get me wrong. But I've never had a run like this before. I honestly think we're just going to heal you and accept our train steward's death. Like, right now, things are looking mighty okay. So we just love this no matter what. I think we just like a glimmer... followed by a torch. We now have a 75 damage champion. On the first floor, that's pretty amazing. Sorry, my mistake. He's actually an 83 damage champion. So we'll just kill you. And that, theoretically at least, that's our champion at his weakest. So I'm feeling real solid. I've been taking Channel Song, but like... I feel like having the ability to apply quickness to our champion would be better. Channel Song is good, but let's mix it up. Let's go with the Tome. And I love the multi-strike unit, dude. They're just such a good target for buffs. And I do think capacity is still important. Think about being able to put 2 imps down that have Endless in front of our champion with the rage unit behind. Like, there's good stuff there. I don't really think we need another unit. Removing Consume from quickness also doesn't appeal to me all that much, quite frankly. Regen restores more, or friendly units get +2 on kill. We'll take this. I don't think either of them really make a huge difference. We definitely, the more rage we get, the more synergy we get between our champion and the unit that looks exactly like Bane. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. This is our first no, in my opinion. Doesn't this guy come in with stealth sometimes, which is truly terrible? So now you're at 25-25. Who is not going to get a kill, but is doing his part. Let's, I'm actually going to put you on the top floor. I don't think you do that much for us just yet. When we buff you, you're going to be really nice, but until we get to buff you, nobody cares, quite frankly. So you're doing great stuff. You're doing 25 damage. You'll take a little heat here, but that doesn't matter too much because you're getting a kill. Yeah. All right. I thought I let our champion die, and I was very upset, but it was our imp. That's okay. So you're doing great. You're doing fine. Not great, but fine. We love you down here. We love you right here. Now, quickness, I have 3 damage on the Pyre. It don't matter too much. I will say, quickness on this unit, if it kept it, would be hilarious. But I think we'd rather have it on our champion. It might save them some heat long-term. Quickness on our multi-strike unit is also great, but not when they're a 3x3, right? That doesn't do enough for us, in my opinion. So we just love that. 7. You're not even quick, dude. You're not even freaking quick. What about this, though? All of a sudden, we're still taking damage, but we're slowing the bleeding. A brief respite? Thank you. We needed a brief respite, quite frankly. You're doing great. You're actually doing great as well. I don't mind that you guys are taking little hits. I would say, for certain, you don't really care about this. You don't really care about that. We love this 113 damage here. And then, you do 1 damage. So you're gonna die. We'll kill you next turn and live anyway, so we play one of these. Now, keep in mind, our champion will probably die here. But this unit at the back is no joke either. Deal 5 damage, apply Rage 7. We got a lot to think about here. You do 7, 1, 1. So I think we for sure love this. That helped. That helped. Now giving you +4. Oh, you're dying faster than I'd like you to. Let's keep you alive. Now, do we play this or do we play this? +4 damage. How many times do you get to attack? Glimmer. I think Glimmer makes you live for 1 more turn. 7, 1, 1. Glimmer will take you to 10. 7. I really think this does it. Oh, the mathematics! The mathematics have worked out in our favor. All we needed was that 1 extra attack. That was totally fine. Sacrifice Imp. Gain 2 energy and draw 1. We do like it, don't get me wrong. I think we can make that work. I also do like Tiresome Climb. We should probably take the one that's Consume, Draw 3 next turn. Something about it just doesn't tickle my fancy enough. This one hurts me a great deal. I think we'll try to buy a Relic, honestly. Why would we buy one when we could get one for free? Because choice matters. Rage grants an additional +1 per stack. Huge. Full stop. Huge. 50% chance to swap front and back. I'd rather have something guaranteed. Look, Dazed 3 allows us to actually use our Ascends for a good purpose against the enemies. The Historian. I do tend to like Petty Theft, but I'll also admit it's very hard for us to get a kill with it at this point. But you never know. Maybe fortune will smile upon me. That fight was really great. Those imps are doing incredible work. Enemy units enter with armor 15. You are a sweep lifesteal. No. I need the units to be 2 1s instead of 2 16s. That way we have a much better chance to actually kill them. Especially kill them quickly. Alright, so I don't mind you at the front. I don't mind you right here. Then usually we save those front spots for 2 imps. So what do we do apart from that? We love you here, don't get me wrong. Don't really need to kill one of you. But I guess, you know what? By killing one of you, we do make it so you're going to get the kill without getting hit on the next floor. So it's probably like a good upstream thing to get in front of. We actually prefer to let you live for a minute here, believe it or not. I think we'll, like, get you handled. This is a bit of a weird one. We are gaining 1 on this. But I also, for sure, am like, hold on. If we do this, you're losing 5. But we're also stopping you from hitting. It's a bit weird. You know what? I think this is one of these. We take a lot of damage, and I regret it immediately. However, we're gonna draw some imps. We did not draw imps. This is a very strange one for me. I think for sure, we don't mind your rage. Now, deal 5 damage, apply rage 7. I think we can put it on you. Why don't you start pogging out of your gourd? Now, do I kill one of you with this petty theft? It probably, I was just gonna say, it probably makes things worse, but at the same time, is very nice because we get 50 gold. I'll take a small cost to get 50 gold. That seems beautiful. And finally, my word, we've gotten there. So I think we like this. I think we want you to be quick. And the slays are coming in. This is great stuff. This certainly seems like a pretty big waste. But oh well. Hey, dude, we should have just given you spikes. You would have blown them out. We want you to have rage for now. The boss is coming out. Look, if these guys end up hitting the freaking pyre for 4, who cares? I'll give you an easy answer. Freaking nobody. So we could ascend one of you. I think it's actually a pretty solid play. Also, you're dead. What? How is it possible that by moving a unit, we made you take less damage? By moving you, we made you take less? Have I lost my mind? I don't understand what happened. Anyway, you're gonna die in one shot. Let's just see if we can... Maybe a restore would move things. It did. It didn't. So that was, like, pretty weird for me, but you are still dead. But I do also feel kind of dumb. That was a totally fine fight. Return a random consumed card to your hand is pretty good because of the tome, but I don't think it's good enough. I don't think you're good enough either. Question is, doubling armor. It's a bit of a risky play. We definitely, in my opinion, need to spend to make it cheaper. At least 1, probably 2 cheaper. So we are gonna go, but we want a unit upgrade is so important faster, I think, because we need our animus to be better. I hate both of these. I do think Bone Shine is maybe like a little better. We've never won with it. So I mean, Endless is also doing some great work, don't get me wrong. But we really would like, first off, that is fine. And then do we care if anybody else has plus 25? Don't really think so. The reroll seems in order. This is what we were looking for, was large stone. So you generally occupy a floor by yourself to begin with. I'm like, dude, why not give the imp spikes? At least now he's like doing something. And then for purging, admittedly, I mean, you've seen it yourself. These basic train stewards have no more reason to exist. This one, though, I'm like, maybe. Maybe you have a point. Maybe you have a point. Alright, so we're fighting Fell. Spell Shield 5 is, not really that bad. On Guardian statues, we don't really care about that too much. But she empowers units with armor. Also not that bad. Rage would be worse for us, I think. So we love the prince has got to go at the bottom. There's some danger here, but... We're taking 6. The question becomes, do we want to make you deal 6 damage instead of having you 3 there? It's a tough answer. Because I think we definitely, like, want you guys to all have your own floors. You're taking 43. Again, I'm like, why are you taking 43? Oh, because we're going to get hit first and get the rage. So yeah, we actually do more damage if we let you live. The problem is you guys are going to do a number on us next floor. I think you stop a problem upstream because you had the chance to stop the problem upstream. Now here, you're like, oh, you're almost dying. That's very scary. So we like you to be here, don't get me wrong. And then I think we have to ascend you. So you're taking 10 damage, which actually means you're dead. And then we want you to have more rage, because you're likely to live longer. You're still dazed. You're not dead. That's crazy. Are you insane? I still look to this as a super glimmer, in my opinion. But hold on. This is much better. Maybe you don't super glimmer. Nah, you definitely glimmer this fool. Because what, he's going to hit your imp harder? Who cares? Alright, so you were going to live long enough to hit our pyre a little bit. I'm going to hit you with a fat who cares on that one. Oh, he's rooted! That's right, by mistake. This is a tough one, because reinforcement does give you 30 armor. But it would also, you can't deny it, to get the rage going faster and faster would be worth a lot. So I think that's where you go. I think that's where you go on that one. And you accept that, you know, maybe you'd rather just do that. And then you're just a basic train steward. I hate to say it, brother. You know the deal. I'd rather not even play you. I do think we're in a pretty good spot right now. Multi-strike from the boss is gonna really burn itself out on our champion. Because we're gonna get rage on every single stack of that. So we definitely like this. The question is, what do we like next after that? I think it's that. It does get us a second kill. And the damage, of course, speaks for itself. I mean, do you bone shine for 2? We're gonna heal after this anyway, so I think the answer is definitely no. Doesn't seem like these guys are getting through us too quickly. You're gonna die, which is lovely. You guys are both dying, which is fantastic. We'd also love to have you kill our imps. No problems there. And you're not even a good train steward, dude. We don't care about this at all. I forgot we had a quick champion, so actually only one of our imps ended up dying, but we'll play the second one anyway. Now, I'll admit, this train steward actually has a reason to exist. We could give you +4, I'll admit, but I think the train steward up at the front is a little bit more advantageous. Yeah, this seems pretty decent. I mean, because you're dead already. Alright, we're doing a better job than usual of finding the seam in the archetype, and like pulling on it. I definitely feel like we're doing better there. The spikes are not relevant. Dark Deal is very good. And I really think we just want, well, I don't know, do we want more capacity? Capacity hasn't been a problem at all. Maybe we'd rather just have more energy so we can actually play reinforcement. This is a fast one. We're at 29 minutes. So we want reinforcement to be cheaper. I think that's our number one play. Didn't really need the pyre health, but it is what it is. 40-40. Revenge gets you rage 4, dude. So I didn't even think about it, but we can hit you with any of our spells, even a torch, just to give you rage 4. Man, I don't know about this one. I didn't even realize you consumed. I think... I have ideas. Don't talk to me, okay? These don't need to exist anymore. You can get them out of there. Same with your trained stewards that don't do anything. I think you could remove almost every unit in this deck and still be okay right now. Hopefully I'm not proven wrong immediately. But really, we should start torching our champion. But here's my... How much damage you have? 15 and 10? I think Spell Shield doesn't change things for us too much. I hope this doesn't ruin our run, but... We're doing most of our damage with our dudes. So, you're doing 13 damage. We're not going to kill you right off the bat. Everyone knows that. But we can at least, like, hit you extraordinarily hard. So, you're doing 145. I need to get 15 more, which is 5 rage. And I can only give you 4 rage by torching you. You'll go to 115. It's a 20. Oh, no. I actually think you're going to get it. My math was wrong, and this... It was not going to give you the armor trigger. It's going to give the enemy at the back the slay, but still. There's something to like about that. Now, I'll tell you, the next... Oh, but I can't double armor on you because you have no armor. So let's not worry about that. But every time we get reinforced when you have armor, we have to use it. And we do... We want the imp on the front, for sure. Alright, so now you're healing for 22. That's pretty good. And you... Multi-strike 2, we get hit for 3, but get 2 kills. Very important. Get this out here, and you heal. Oh, this is a... Now this is a setup. Our champion is doing 182 damage per hit. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid work. You know what? I'm like... Why not put one of these out here? Are we going to let you get to the... I guess we would be letting you get to... Okay, hold on. We still like this. Honestly, I'd rather have you at the front. Yeah, I can live with that. You know, you're dazed up here anyway, right? Yeah, so we could play a unit if we had one. So I think we love this. Now you're doing 269 damage per hit. Are you 284? Are you kidding me, man? Now, our boss is going to purge half of our debuffs. That's not great, quite frankly. I think we've come to expect, by the way, or accept, by the way, that you're going to get there. And honestly, you're going to get to our pyre as well. You know what we need to do? If we can somehow get our champion to have trample, if we can get our champion trampling, we got some incredible stuff happening. Wouldn't mind having something up at the top on this one. We can. The problem right now is we can only kill one enemy per pass, you know? We're doing... I mean, the one enemy we're killing has no chance. But it is only one enemy. Like, our pyre is taking some hits. I almost am like, you know, what if I ascend you? You're rooted. I thought ascend would counteract root. It didn't, and instead, we do have a problem. I would be the first to accept the problem we have here. This time, I think we gotta do that. That changes things immensely. Alright, so it's all about, can you survive the boss? Yes. In fact, you're only taking 24 damage. Shouldn't have done that, just to be clear. That could have caused some problems, but that went totally fine, especially considering we had the trial on. So that's 400 gold we're very happy to have. And I think we super like anything that gives armor, because if our champion dies, we just lose. I don't think we need them. So we're making it. We're making it to the boss. The most pressing question. What do we need more of? What do we need the most help with? I think you go this way. And we look at our shop first. I think we like this. I think we love this. With our imps, that's easy money. I think we love the reroll. And honestly, I'm like, that looks pretty good to me, just in case things get dangerous. We still got 125. Double stack. I mean, Rage 14 is ridiculous. I do like Armor 40, though. I think that's maybe a little bit more of a long-term success path for us. Deal 25 damage? No, I'd rather not, quite frankly. Let's make this cheaper, or... I think we actually wouldn't mind making that cheaper, so we can actually play it. And then, like, getting another restore out of our deck is fine. And then we do get to double a card anyway. A second one, I really feel like we need more. The boss is not that big of a problem. The real problem is keeping our pyre alive before the boss. So I actually think like a second Super Animus is probably the play. All things considered, our champion should live to the boss fight. At which point, if it loses half of its rage, it should still be hitting like a freaking truck, hopefully. Of course, this is not guaranteed. I'm just giving you what I got here. So here's what we're gonna do. Because this is very dangerous. You're taking 35 damage, which is obviously horrible. You have to go. Get you going here. We have to find a way to get your Slay triggers going, because if our champion dies, it's over. Ouch. 4, 12, 12, 12. Well, that's... oh, dude, we're screwed. That sucks. Alright, you are our new hope. Deranged Brute, welcome to the freaking show. That's horrendous. No, you know what? Hold on. I got too far ahead of myself. Our champion lives. Okay. A wise maneuver. You are gonna die, which also sucks. Definitely want... We'd love to be able to put up a little shield in front of you, you know what I mean? I think we like this just fine now. All we need is to get the armor starting to go on our champion. If we could do that, everything's fine. All right. So here's the deal. You're gonna think this one's funky. You have to play this. Now you're living. Now the consume HP is very nice. However, I actually think we much prefer the quickness here, which takes us from death to 3 easy kills. And now that we got our imps going, we got some good stuff. So the imp can always come down. And this is pretty much 1000% what we need. You're still dying? Are you kidding me, man? I really want to put armor on our champion. However, can't afford to. So be it. Let's give you the extra damage, because you're likely to live a little bit longer. It's a very delicate tightrope act we're running here. Alright, champion dying. Very bad news. Champion living. Very, very good news. Champion healing. Incredible news. Now, we gotta find a way to keep you alive. This is a pretty common situation we seem to be finding ourselves in. You're living, which is amazing. So you gotta go. You're living! How does this keep happening? This is incredible. So we can't really put anything down there. You're all dying. And you're taking 80. Dude, let's go. Okay. So get going. Get going. You love to see it. Now, we like that you're taking hits, but would we rather hit you for a little bit more? No, I actually think hitting you for 50 actually doesn't matter, so let's just heal a little. Alright, now you know the deal. We're trying to keep you alive. And it's a very easy game because we've already succeeded at it. Okay. We can't, I don't know, can we deal 5 damage to you? Yes. Do we want to? I don't care. Seems pretty good. I mean... when you're hidden for 520, you're probably in a pretty good spot. Final wave? I was just gonna say, dude, give me armor. If you give me armor, this is beautiful. So we'll double our armor. I'm just thinking, like, do we do better by ascending? It really only saves us a turn. The armor has got to be worth it. What do we do? Yeah, why not? All right. Dude, we're so good. When did this happen? All right, so turns out Hellhorn Champion can be pretty solid. That's a big win, and we needed a big win. It's with basically what I would consider to be the default setup, which has not been my favorite, quite frankly. And it was an exciting one. Like, we got the rage popping, dude. It was going like crazy. So Covenant 10 is in the books. Merchants are more expensive. Never thought I would get some of these cards gold. We applied, you know, 4.5 times more rage than ever before. And we move into undisputed 4th place on my friends list. Not that bad for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you watched all 42 minutes and 39 seconds, I'm going to assume you did enjoy it. If so, please click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But the like button, especially as the series goes on and on and on, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time. See ya!